Well, what's up, investors? It's Chrissy here with Wellspring Property Manager. A lot of rental property owners don't live in the same city as their property, right? And that changes everything. Because when you live out of area, even small issues can become expensive issues. Maintenance delays, bad turnover decision, poor communication, a tenant concern you don't hear about soon enough can all cost more when you're managing from a distance. I know this personally. So whether you self-manage or already have a property manager, there are a few things that I think every out-of-area owner should follow. Being an out-of-area being an out-of-area owner does not automatically mean your property is in trouble, but it does mean you need stronger systems than the owner who lives 10 minutes away. You need clear communication, better oversight, reliable local support, and most of all, you need to know what's happening before it becomes a bigger problem. So let's walk through a few practical tips for out of area owners that I have. Number one, stop relying on I'll deal with it if something happens. That's not a management strategy. Distance makes reactive management more expensive. If a repair comes in, who's going to handle it? If a tenant gives notice, who's going to check on the property condition? If the vendor flakes, who's going to be the backup? If there's a lease issue, who is documenting everything? Out of area owners need a process before the issue happens, not after. If you self manage, that means having trusted local vendors, clear approval thresholds, and systems for tenant communications. If you have a property manager, that means making sure those systems already exist and they're actually being used. Number two, prioritize communication, not just rent collection. A lot of owners think things are fine because the rent's coming in, but that's not the full picture. A property can look fine on paper while maintenance is delayed, tenant concerns go unaddressed, or condition issues slowly build in the background. Out of area owners need regular, clear communication. You should know what repairs have come in, what's been completed, what's still pending, and whether the property condition is changing, if the tenant feels stable or at risk, whether there are any lease compliance issues that need attention, or kind of anything else. Good communication reduces surprises, and surprises are usually what cost the owners most money. Have eyes on the property. This means whether you self-manage or use a property manager. You need a system for property checks, turnover evaluation, and condition awareness because distance creates assumptions. Maybe the property is in great shape. Maybe the tenant is happy. Maybe the repair was handled properly, but maybe it's not a management strategy. Out of area owners need documentation photos when appropriate and clear reporting so they aren't making decisions blind. Number four, make maintenance decisions faster. This is one of the biggest issues I see. When owners live out of town, they sometimes delay maintenance decisions because they want more information or they are trying to control costs from a distance. That instinct is totally understandable, but waiting too long often costs more. Minor leaks become larger repairs, small habitability concerns become bigger tenant frustrations, turnover work gets pushed back, and vacancy lasts longer. Now, you don't need to prove every invoice blindly, but you do need a system that allows good decisions to happen quickly. Number five, if you have a property manager, you should know what to expect. Hiring a property manager does not mean stepping away completely. It means you should expect a clear standard. You should expect timely communication, organized repair coordination, honest feedback about the property condition, guidance on pricing and vacancy strategy, and most of all, documentation consistency. If you're an out-of-area owner, your property manager is just not collecting rent. They are your local operational presence. That role matters. Six, if you self-manage, be honest about your capacity. This is the question I think most owners need to ask themselves. Do I actually have the time, vendor relationships, systems, and follow through to manage this property well from a distance? Some owners do. That's great. But many are piecing it together between other responsibilities like travel, work, family life, and more. That usually works fine until something goes wrong. In a rental property ownership, something eventually goes wrong. And there's not anything wrong with wanting to stay involved. But staying involved is different from carrying all of the operational load yourself. So in closing, if you own a rental property from out of town, the goal is not just to keep it occupied. The goal is to protect the property, reduce preventable costs, keep communication clear, and make sound decisions, even where you are not local. That takes systems, and if those systems are weak, distance will expose it. If you own a rental property in Ridgecrest, Stockton, Manteca, or Modesto, or surrounding areas, you live out of the area, but you want better systems for communication, maintenance, and day-to-day oversight, call or DM me. I'm Chrissy with Wellspring Property Management, and that is your PM 101 for this month.